Hey everyone, I'm heading out from Roan Mountain on my way to Damascus, and we stayed at the Roan Mountain B&B, and I say we because it was a great group. I'm going to feature all of them on this and some subsequent videos. It's a great group of people. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Ann and Steve run the B&B, and they are just phenomenal hosts. If you're passing through, I would absolutely recommend staying there. It poured all night, and we all got up very sort of despondent, and in about an hour after, between the hour of 6:30 and 7:30, the rain passed. It's now mostly blue sky. There's still a chance of thunderstorms later, but it's looking really good. So hopefully 10 miles today to Laurel Falls shelter. And again, as with my previous videos, what follows is a recounting of what's been going on since Erwin. And I'm going to feature some of our experience here at the B&B and on the trail. And thank you as always for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
River. It's pretty active. It's going through this narrow channel defined by this rock wall. I would prefer that they have rails on both sides. And it's the river's flowing down to Laurel Falls, which I'm about to go see in a second. Pretty impressive. After 2 days of heavy rain, the Laurel Branch River is swollen and running pretty high and fast. I'm not going to get too close to it. This is Laurel Falls. Pretty impressive. I took the risk of coming down on the AT as opposed to using the high watermark detour, thinking I could just go back and go back up to the detour if it's impassable. But the AT goes this way, and it looks like it's fairly safely apart from the river. So I'm going to go and see how far I can make it. And if I need to turn around, I need to turn around. But how impressive is that? I'm only about a mile or so from the shelter. See you later.
Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home, country roads. Everybody know the words. Country roads.
I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, hey, I'm Barry. My trail name is Cough Drop. I got the trail name from a friend of mine, Papa Bear, and because I eat cough drops every time I hit a hill. I like the menthol to open up my airways because I want all of my oxygen. From me and my wife were from right outside of Atlanta, Powder Springs, Georgia. We've been on the trail since March 23rd. We actually started on our wedding anniversary. We have 3 kids. We've raised 3 kids. I turned 51, and I just felt like it was time for us to do something for us. Before we got too old, we couldn't do stuff. And we've always been outdoor people, and this is what we've really enjoyed. So we chose to hike the Appalachian Trail. Some of the best things that I've experienced on this trail is meeting everybody. The people are awesome. You meet young, our age, older, gender don't matter. Everything out here, everybody's equal. Everybody's climbing the same hill. Everybody's eating the same food. It's an awesome experience. I wished I did it when I was younger, but I'm so proud that I am doing it today.
And my name is Leslie, trail name Dragonfly, because I go slow, which drag up the hills and I fly down them. Just adding to what he said, we did a lot of research before we started the Appalachian Trail, so we expected a lot. A lot of what we expected was true. The only thing we saw different than what we expected was the people. Amazing. The people are amazing out here. And that's probably my favorite thing about the trail is the people. So far, my best view that I've saw so far was probably Big Bald. I know there's more to come, but at the time, that's my favorite place. I don't know how to add any more to what he said, but the people.
The only other thing that I want to add is there's so many life lessons that you learn out here. The biggest life lesson that I'm taking away at 400 miles, we actually accomplished our 400 mile today. The biggest life lesson I've learned so far is life is not about what you want, and it's not even really everything you need that you think you need, because you really don't need a lot. And the less you have clutter you have in your life, the happier you are.
Yeah.
That's the biggest life lesson I've learned so far.
Did you guys declutter your lives before you got out on the trail?
We did.
We did. We planned this for 4 years. We had to wait on our youngest one to graduate high school. She graduated. I'm going to tell you, we was very fortunate. The housing market rose. It became a seller's market. We sold our house. I'm going to tell you, we sold everything in it, but we probably sold 5% of what we had. We gave everything else away. We kept 2 vehicles. We kept 2 motorcycles. We both have motorcycles. And we resigned from our jobs. Our jobs was actually very supportive. They will take us back. So we've been very fortunate. And then gas going to $4 a gallon, why not walk?
So everything we own is downsized to a 7x16 trailer. Probably when we get off trail, it'll be downsized more, but at the time it's in a small trailer. That's what we downsized to.
As a matter of fact, when we crossed the 300 mile mark, the conversation me and Dragonfly had was, everything we have is in a 7x16 trailer. We could actually probably go home today and get rid of over half of that. And we would probably feel really good about getting rid of that.
That's a powerful lesson, a powerful experience.
That's probably the first lesson the trail taught us, was that the things that we thought we needed, we don't need. It's not about that.
And the happiness is as bad as an uphill hurts my feelings, because the ups hurt your feelings and down hurt your knees. As bad as the uphills hurt your feelings, when you get to the top of Big Bald and you have a 360-degree view that is breathtaking. And I told her, she's probably only seen me cry once, and I think that was when we lost my daddy. But I was so emotional when I got to the top of Big Bald, I actually thought I was going to cry. That's how beautiful it was. And knowing that the work I had to put in for it to get there, it was just, it was like,
You earned that view.
I earned it. I earned that feeling. I was in my moment on top of Big Bald. I was in my moment.
And then when we went across Rome,
Yes.
unfortunately we walked through a cloud, so we didn't have the view that we wanted. But it was still beautiful walking through that cloud.
For 3 of the balls going across Roan Highlands, 3 of the balls, we had beautiful views. It was a cloudy day, but we had beautiful and really good views. When we got to the little hump, we could see Hump Mountain, and there was clouds below it. But when we walked down and then up to Hump Mountain, a cloud had come through. The temperature had dropped. I'm going to say it was probably in the low 40s. The cloud was mist. My beard was just wet. I had water drops hanging on my eyelashes. My hat was just dripping water. But remarkably enough, it was actually still beautiful just to walk through the cloud, knowing we was there. And a lot of these places we're setting aside. We got 3 kids and we got 5 grandkids, and we hit certain places and we say we're going to bring so and so back here because we want to experience. They all got different personalities, and we want to experience different views that we feel like we associate our family with on them views. It gets you in your heart, some of this stuff. I mean, it touches you.
So one more thing the trail has taught me personally, and I'm sure it's taught a lot of people that's out here doing the same thing. Your body is stronger than you give it credit for, because when you're going up some of them hills, there's things that are tough in your life that it's easy to quit on, but nobody can take you up that mountain. You got to finish going, no matter how hard it is. So, you realize you're stronger than what you really are. You don't give your body enough credit.
I've only had one day where quitting actually crossed my mind. I'm not even going to say, I didn't even have the urge thinking that, man, I'm going to quit. That it wasn't even like that. But I could see the mindset coming in where it would be an easy day for me to quit. But I pushed through it, and I'm so glad I did. We hit 400 miles a day. In a week, we're going to be at 500 miles, and we're getting stronger. Our miles are getting cranked up. The worst part about this is the wet. And we slack back today, and we come back to a bed and breakfast, and we got a dry bed to sleep in at night. We've got clean clothes, and the trail provides. Somewhere or another, you will figure out a way to get around all this hardship.
Well, it's a pleasure and a privilege hiking with you guys.
It's awesome
and
meeting
hanging
you.
hanging
It's
out
awesome
with you.
meeting you. Thank you.
And we met Can-Do very early on in the trail. It was the day we left Neal's Gap and we left Woody's Gap and went all the way to Neal's Gap. And that's the day that we met Can-Do. It was our 5th day on the trail, which would have been his 4th day on the trail. And I gave him a cough drop.
Absolutely. And it helped.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. We're so glad we met you.
Yep.
Same here. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Thank you.